Hi guys, in this video I'm going to give you 4 industry tips to instantly take your pullback shots to the next level. Alright, let's go. Alright, so you already know how to do a basic pullback shot with your gimbal by following my video on basic gimbal moves, but now you want to improve your gimbal technique even further. Now these tips can be done with any gimbal, including the Osmo Pocket series, the Osmo Mobile, and also the Crane gimbals. So if you have a gimbal, whatever its model or its manufacturer, these tips and techniques are going to work for you. Okay, so let's kick things off with tip 1. A pullback can be seen as an alternative way of establishing context of an object in its environment, or if you just want to show the size of something. Now for this to be effective, you need to get quite close to the object, for example a building, and perhaps then show some detail, and then move backward at a pace for some distance. The larger the object, the more the need to move further back for the shot to be effective. So in a sense, we are emulating a fake drone shot quite close to the ground. Tip 2. So the pullback works quite nicely with some columns from a building to create some perspective and movement in the scene by moving backwards rather than forwards. It creates more interest for the viewer, as it's not really a natural normal movement, as the viewer doesn't really know what's going to be revealed, so it becomes a little bit of a surprise. Tip 3. As an extra twist to the previous tip, I suggest you try and tilt the camera up when pulling back, as this can be quite useful for revealing architecture, perhaps some unusual medieval ceilings or arches. And when used with a really large building and a scenic sky, a very fast pullback with a tilt creates quite an unusual parallax-like effect, with the building moving really fast while the sky remains stationary. Tip 4. Make sure you utilise exposure when doing a pullback, as it's going to add some interest to the shot. For example, with this shot of the cathedral here, we do a pullback through some interesting architecture, but we keep the exposure set on the building behind. This way the architecture is in shadow and it adds a sort of framing effect. And for an extra shot, we can also do this as a push forward as well. So tip 5, if you're feeling particularly ambitious, try to do the pullback with a spin shot for the extra vavavoom. Put your gimbal in a horizontal position known as the torch mode, and then rotate the gimbal using the joystick. Now the result becomes some extra awesomeness to the shot. Let's now move on and talk about tip 6. So when doing a pullback movement through an object, as the camera can move quite quickly through the object, it adds some interest and excitement to the shot, as the object is revealed by surprise, as the viewer doesn't really expect it. Now let's first of all have a look at an example comparing to a push forward going through an object, and then in comparison doing a pull back through the object and then revealing it. And you can see how much it adds a little bit more excitement to the scene if we're doing a pullback shot. Also, a quick shout out to my other channel, Cinematic Travels, which I'm going to link to in the description. So this channel is all about traveling around the world and exploring new places with cinematic techniques. All of these examples I've taken from various videos in my other channels, so please hop over and check that out to see more example techniques. Okay guys, so there we have 6 tips to make your pullback shots so much better. As always, get out there with your camera and your gimbal, practice these shots until you can do them comfortably. And of course, all I ask in return is you don't forget to hit that subscribe button, so do it now to show your support for the channel and to be notified of any more videos in the series. Take care, and I shall see you soon.